Assalamualaikum, all my dear students. I am Farhana Anjum, your maths teacher. In this video, we are discuss about Roman numerals, which is the first chapter in your textbook. Now, let us start. Look at the clock. In this clock, you see some symbols instead of number. Can you guess what is this symbols called? Yes, they are Roman numerals. There will be a question in your mind that why it is called Roman numerals. In Europe, in the old times, Roman capital letters were used to write numbers. That is why they were called Roman numerals. In our everyday mathematics, we use international number system, and you are must be known that we are using 10 different digits or symbols, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to represent the number. Similarly, the Roman had their sets of symbols. They used 7 basic symbols, that are I, V, X, L, C, D, M. First, let us see what is the meaning of these 7 symbols. I have shown here these 7 symbols. See, I represents 1, V represents 5, X represents 10, L represents 50, C represents 100, D represents 500, M represents 1000. In this Roman numeral system, there is no symbols for 0. Also, the value of symbols did not change with its place. There are some rules for writing Roman numerals. So, here we discuss about rule. See, rule number 1. If either of the symbols I or X is written consecutively. Consecutively means one after other. 2 or 3 times. Their sum total is the number they make. What does it mean? It means that if a symbols I or X is repeated one after the other, its value is added as many times as it is written. To better understand, we see examples. See the first example. Here we see 3 times I. Here I repeated one after the other 3 times. I represents 1, so each I represents 1. The value of each I will be added, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 3. Now we will take another example. Here we see 2 times X. X is written consecutively 2 times. X represents 10. So value of both X will be added, that is 10 plus 10 equal to 20. Now see the rule number 2. See, the symbols I or X can be repeated consecutively for a maximum of 3 times. Let's see examples. I for 1, 2 times I for 2, 3 times I for 3. But we cannot write 4 times I for 4. It will become a wrong, because 4 is written in another way. We discuss about it later. Now see the special point of this rule. The numeral V is never repeated consecutively. V represents 5. So if we write V equal to 5 plus 5 equal to 10, it will become a wrong, because is not 5 plus 5 that is 10 in Roman numerals. We have already a symbol X for 10. We have to very clear that we can never repeat it in Roman numerals. Let's move to the rule number 3. See rule number 3. When either I or V is written on the right of the symbols of a bigger number, its value is added to the value of the bigger number. Now take an example. See the first example. Here we see V and I, and here I is written on the right side of V. I represents 1, V represents 5. V is the greater number. So, if we write I to the right side of V, that means we have to add the value of I to the value of V. That is 5 plus 1 equal to 6. See the second example. Here we see X, I and I. Value of X is 10. I represents 1. Further I represents 1. Here both I are written on the right side of X. That means the value of each I will be added into the value of X. That is 10 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 12. Now come to the rule number 4. See, when I is written on the left of V or X, its value is separated from the value of V or X. It means if we write I on the left of these two symbols V or X, we have to separate the value of I, that is 1. See, however, the symbol I is not written more than once before V or X. It means when we write I on the left side, only once the symbol is written. Now see the examples. See the first example. Here we see I, V. I is written on the left side of V. So according to this rule, the value of I subtract to the value of V. So value of V is 5, value of I is 1. We are going to subtract 1 from 5 and we getting 4. That is 5 minus 1 equal to 4. This is the representation of 4. Now we see the another example. Here we see I and X. I is written on the left side of X. We have to subtract value of I from the value of X. Value of I is 1, value of X is 10. We are going to subtract 1 from 10. That is 10 minus 1 equal to 9. This is the representation of 9. After that, we see some another example. Here we have to write the international number in Roman numerals. First, we have to write 14 in Roman numerals. So, we think 14 as 10 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. But we do not use the symbols I consecutively more than 3 times. So, we shall think 14 as 10 plus 4. We have a symbol X for 10 and the representation of 4 is IV, which we have already seen in rule number 4. So 14 is written as XIV in Roman numerals. Now see second one. Second is 19. We think 19 as 10 plus 9. We have a symbol X for 10 and the representation of 9 is IX. So 19 is written as XIX in Roman numerals. Remember, when we write numbers from 1 to 20 in Roman numerals, we have to distribute the given numbers into the group of 10, 5 and 1 and then apply the rules. We have more symbols for larger numbers. These symbols is used according to how large the number is. So this is how we have to write international number and Roman numerals. Today we have done the topic of Roman numerals. You just have to revise this topic and learn the rules. In the next video, we will start with the exercise question of problem set 1. Now we will meet in the next video. Thank you.